and now we'll see why data science. Okay, so first thing is data-driven decision making has already transformed a tremendous breadth in like industries including finance, advertisement, marketing, and real estate. So there is so many reasons why it is involved. Okay, so most important decisions are made with only partial data, okay, and uncertain outcomes. So, however, again, the degree of uncertainty from for making decisions can be reduced sharply by the access of large data and the computational tools required to analyze them effectively. So, data driven making these tremendous breathtaking in the industries. So data is created every day. Okay, so here is a like, kind of a small survey which held true a couple of years ago. Again, now it is like we have generated a whole lot of data. So basically, in last 4 or 5 years, we have generated 90% of the existing data itself. Okay, so over here, every minute 300 plus hours of video has been uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so just not YouTube, we can consider many things like there is live streamings every now and then you have multiple platform for live streaming. YouTube is one involved, and also every minute there is like 3.1 31.25 million messages are transferred. Okay, so as we speak now itself, as we hear with respect to this course also, there are people who are like kind of exchanging information. Okay, so that is also considered as data, and these informations are vital with respect to especially business model, and there are many applications. Okay, we'll be seeing that in the next slide. And data driving interesting insights from unstructured or semi-structured data. So data can be semi-structured as well as unstructured, so it can help with in adding to business values. Okay, so studying data science enables individual to bring many techniques to bear on their work, so their scientific endeavors or their personal decision. So exactly, maybe you can take out your financial management itself, so you can just write down with respect to expenditure, have a category between expenditures, maybe you are spending on personal things, maybe on essential need things, or also with respect to some kind of entertainment stuff. Okay, so you can find out with respect to how many proportions you are spending, and now you have some kind of budget for every month and you need to spend accordingly. Okay, so over there you can just allocate number of percentage where and all you will be spending it. Okay, so this is about data. Even in personal life decisions you can go through. Okay, so there are a lot of smart models, but I think for this you don't need to create a model for this small example, but definitely having a model will definitely will give you an upper hand. So only thing is the final outcome might not be as much as reasoning to only few specialists. And also with respect to the data, only 0.5% of the data is been currently analyzed. Okay, so as I was like mentioning over here, 300 plus hours is uploaded to video, so not every video will be analyzed. Okay, so you just understand in a minute you can't just watch 300. If even if it is 300 hours, you cannot cover 300 hours. You need at least 300 people watching it. Again, it will take a lot of time. So if you are considering only an hour of time, so again length of each video will vary. Again, content about them will vary. What exactly type it is been, like kind of category. Okay, so whether it is entertainment, whether it is educational or any other. So all this can be like kind of individual. So for this only we need to build a smart machine. Okay, so basically we'll be creating we'll be building intelligent tools. Okay, so driving data insights for unstructured and structured or semi-structured. So basically data can be structured, unstructured, okay, or it can be semi-structured also. So basically if you're getting some kind of array, okay, so for an example you have some kind of like values, maybe even values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. So those are like kind of structured data. Okay, again you might have unstructured data which are kind of very random. Okay, so 1, 5, 9, 15, then again 2, 3, 4, something like that. Okay, so these kind of are unstructured data. So we can deal with both types of data when it comes to data science. Okay, so the data science, the reason why exactly we need data science is kind of it can help us with respect to decision making. So that is the primary reason. Okay, and where exactly the data science are needed. Okay, so these are not just needed, they are already been in practice. So email filtering, we already know that we hardly go through spam emails nowadays. Okay, so you can see there are hundreds of emails putting down into the kind of one or two people itself in a week of time. If you consider one account, maybe you might get 100 mails in a week, right? So over here, if you are going with promotionals, if you are going with respect to other kind of spams and all, so it will take whole lot of time of you to consume with respect to whether you need to go through every mail, whether it is crucial, whether it is important. So there are so many aspects. So data science, after analyzing and building the tool, so it will be used in image filtering, and that is one of the examples. Next is e-commerce recommendations. So again, e-commerce has like kind of in couple of years has become very widely one of the bigger markets. Okay, so over here recommendations will be like data can be acquired with respect to your past orders, with respect to your searches, or with respect to kind of monsoon also. It might be like kind of a place where you are in with respect to like again acquiring data of your location. Okay, so there are so many aspects or so many features. Okay, so we'll be using the terms known as features for individual aspects or what kind of data we are dealing with. Okay, so even e-commerce recommendations, we can have features like past orders, we can have features like searches, like kind of past searches or a kind of wish list, etc. things. Okay, so based on that you can do e-commerce recommendations. So next is search engines. So definitely another crucial point. So over here also you can have search history, what often do you search, and also what is your location, and in your location what are the peers are searching. So what is the on an average what people are doing. So even if you put on 1, 2 letters, it will end up showing you a very good accuracy. Okay, so search engines like Google has done a very pretty good job with respect to this. Again, when you're like kind of having something in your mind to search it, and when you're starting to search, the recommendation itself will give you most likely what you're searching. Okay, so that will help us to like, it will push us to use it again and again. Okay, so that's how it goes. And next is stock markets. So with respect to stock markets, I think this is very important, very kind of not kind of very important, but it is basically while one of the very key aspects what exactly is happening in the time. Okay, so especially at the time of the recording of this video, so everyone into stock market. So there are very ups and lows. So basically stock markets, everyone tries to make profit out of it. Okay, so who doesn't like to make profit? So who doesn't make like to make wiser decisions? Okay, so this is where data science comes in. And next is fraud detection. Even with respect to emails itself, we can consider like fraud detection, most likely which are not genuine ones. Okay, so maybe you are receiving on behalf of a company, but without the company's proper email ID. That's an example for the fraud detection. Okay, so generating art, again AI machines are also become very more intelligent. Okay, so you can literally generate art through text. Okay, so this is another application, so accumulating all the data. Okay, so story generation, definitely it is a very good. So you are getting with respect to recommendations for alternative words or anything synonyms and all. And story generation is like kind of you give a topic to a smart bot, smart AI machine. It will just create a story. Okay, so around it all the things it can involve. Okay, so story generation. And finally disease diagnosis. So maybe you have a lot of data, so data has been pre-fed into intelligent tool which can recognize with respect to maybe differentiating cancer cells and regular cells or white blood cells, here maybe red blood cells or level of hemoglobin. Okay, so you don't need to worry much. So if you are just deploying an intelligent tool which can analyze with respect to diseases, it can give you with respect to heads up or something like that. Okay, so these and all are the regions where the data is being used.